Welcome to Wrinkles Society of Hope. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continuous support for Wrinkles. This is a motivational encouragement podcast of women sharing their stories as they press through their wrinkles in life in order to become the women that they are today. Now, I would love to have an interview with you. So let me know if you would like to come. And you can listen in on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify for these stories that come. So don't forget to hit subscribe and share our motivational and encouragement channel. And hit that notification bell so you can hear the new stories, our podcast feed that are coming to you. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to hear from you. So bye-bye. Hello, Wrinkles. We are back, and I am here with this amazing woman. She has so many great things going on, so I've been following her, and I just love her energy, and I had to bring her to the Wrinkles family. So will you please introduce yourself to the family?
Yes, hello, Wrinkles family. My name is Lindsay Amoroso, and I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome. I'm excited to have you as well. And as you see, your beautiful, smooth face, probably because she's so healthy, and I don't see any wrinkles. So tell me, how would you feel when you get a physical wrinkle?
I just had discovered a few more gray hairs this morning. So I think there's a reason why we're talking about this. Lord is getting me ready for it. You know what? When I get my first wrinkle, at first I'm going to be like, oh, well, it's about time. Those wrinkles just bring wise into your life and just remind you of where you are in life. So, and also I have complete collagen. So I ain't going to be discouraged with that. I'm going to be the Benjamin Button effect up in here. Okay.
Yeah. Amazing. And as things just pop up, some mornings when you wake up or sometime in our lives, what about a wrinkle that you had to press through in your life?
So a wrinkle that I had to press on in life, I would say, like, when I first experienced my trauma when I was a younger child, it was something that I did not tell everyone. It was very private. I thought it was the way of life, and it was, molestation. And I can sit here and say it with you now because I've gone through a part of my healing journey for it, not completely, but I've started it. And I would have never talked about it with you before. I'm going to be 35 years old, and this happened, when I was a child, and I didn't say anything. I was young. I thought it was a way of life. And it also was, someone close in the family. So I didn't know what to say or do. But that's why I'm very grateful for God, because I found God at a very early age. I felt the Holy Spirit at a very early age. I heard my calling from God at an early age. So instead, I vented to God about the situation. God was the only one I talked to. I didn't go to my parents. I didn't go to my older brother. I didn't say anything. I just kept it to myself. And also just the situation that was going on, I felt like too that no one would believe me or I would get hurt. So it was just in the position where I was silent. I was suffering in silence. And looking back at it now, especially in a vision lens by being a mom, a wife, and things like that, it also makes me protective of my kids, and it makes me be more mindful of certain situations, paying attention to surroundings and people and conversations and things like that. So I can prepare my kids for certain things. But when I look back at things, I didn't know how badly that wrinkle hindered my childhood, hindered my teenager years, and also as just my life overall. I didn't know how big that wrinkle was up until I started to discover myself more, my self-worth, my self-love. And it made me take the time to understand that happened and you will overcome it. And if it wasn't for me starting my business a few years ago, because a part of network marketing is when you meet people and things like that. But I'm from Northern California and I live in Arizona, but I met a beautiful friend on social media. She's from the same area as me in Northern California. And Sister Michelle, she does wonderful things with her Bible study groups. And I gravitated towards her. So I started attending her Bible study groups and things like that. And the topic was forgiveness. And this was like last year. So forgiveness, it made me open up that chapter of it's time for me to forgive that person and forgive myself and move on. So I prayed to God, saying my forgiveness, and I meant it. It felt good actually meaning it, because that's a chapter you can close to move on for good, finally. And I finally also last year confronted the person, and I also told my family. And I told my family, I said, I've forgiven that person, and I want you to forgive them too, because I feel like they have a story as well. But they're not in a position of growth to share their story. So I have to release that energy so I can overcome this wrinkle once and for all. And I think also when I was attending therapy, I told my therapist about, I need to finally talk to someone about it and say it out loud instead of thinking it, feeling it, and talking to the God about it. But my therapist even said that it was a big growth measure for me to even say I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because before I didn't. So that I would say that was my very first wrinkle ever in life. But given where I'm at today, definitely have grown a lot since the time I was 6 years old to where I'm at today as 35 years old. About to be 35 next month, actually.
That's amazing. That's powerful when you speak your truth.
Mm-hmm.
And forgiveness is for you, not for that person. And I love that you said that you were able to tell your family to forgive that person as well.
Yeah, I think like when I first said it to them, I mean, I know I was very shaky. I also deal with like anxiety, depression, and things like that, but I manage it pretty well. But I was very shaky telling them. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what they were going to say. And I was like, the Lord is with me, walking with me, protecting me. I have to say it. I deserve to say it. I'm doing a disservice for myself by not finally saying it to my loved ones. And I told my husband as well. So it just makes me think about the times like, wow, Lindsay, you never told a best friend. You never told a significant other. You never said anything. You walk in the room and act like nothing happened. And that's where I look at my strength. I look at how far I've come, but also it made me learn a lot about forgiveness. And like you said, it's not just for, the situation and the person at hand, but it's mainly for you too. Like we deserve to live our life at its very fullest. And we do a disservice for ourselves if we're not analyzing or assessing all areas in our life that's holding us back from living the best life. And that can be from being angry all the time, hating people, the trauma that you have suffered, just all those things. I used to be petty holding grudges before, and growing into the woman I am today, man, it makes me look back. I'm like, I used to get so mad over petty stuff. That's because I didn't forgive and I didn't press forward towards my trauma situation, because that was the main wrinkle that was holding me back from everything else in life. But I didn't know that until I took the time to assess myself and to figure out what are the core issues going on at hand and what's holding you back from fully being happy, fully living your best life. And it wasn't until that forgiveness Bible study that made me understand that. So just like you said earlier, God brings people into your life for a purpose. That's how I felt about that Bible study. Like, not only, you became a customer of mine and all this other stuff, but then she just started to speak the word of God and everything. And then it made me realize, I want to do Bible study, because I used to do that when I was younger. And I loved the Bible study, the connection and everything. I had trouble reading the Bible before, the words and everything. Like, I don't understand this. What did I just read? I've been sitting for 20 minutes. So I love how it's broken down. And that Bible study theme was so powerful. People were crying, people were going through the pain, and it made me open up. And God just gave me this vision, told me it's time. It's time to release.
That's so amazing. So amazing. And if you look back at time and think back to that situation and when it happened, what would you tell that little girl?
I've thought about this question. I would tell that girl, you didn't do anything wrong. Get help. I would have told her, go to your mom, go to your dad, tell them what's going on. Because I don't know what could have been prevented at the time and what kind of life I could have had. But I would have definitely shared, speak up, get help.
And that's so important for young ladies to know. I mean, I hear this so often that I would have said something then. So I hope now that more and more people having the wisdom and the strength to come forward and say what happened in their past, that we are able to save some young girls today.
Exactly. Because I can only think about, and that advice to my younger self, but how would it feel in that moment to get a hug from your parents that everything's okay? And versus of not getting that, but it's not their fault because they didn't know. You know what I mean? But getting the hugs from my kids if I'm having, anxiety or something like that, the moment that they hold me, or my husband, or even getting a hug now from my mom, it's so secure and it makes me feel like everything is okay. But I just vision myself what could have been like if I just was filled with that within itself. What kind of life would the Lindsay be at right now? But I understand that I had to go through those certain obstacles to get to the Lindsay that I am today. It's kind of like I had to unlock these levels in a video game. You know what I mean? Like I had to process it. I had to go through it. I had to press on. And that was a definite wrinkle. I had to press on every day in life. But I didn't know that it was hindering my life so much. I also have ADHD, so I struggled in school with my learning and everything like that. And I know I did not make life easy for my mom when I was a teenager. And, I've even apologized to her for so much because I was angry at the time. I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know. There was a lot of things I was getting caught up in I wasn't supposed to be doing. But, I just felt like that was the position I was supposed to be in. That was my circle of friends. And in fact, that wasn't my circle of friends. And I was just looking for love in the wrong places. I was looking for healing in the wrong places, looking for comfort in the wrong places and belongingness. And I'm just grateful that God guided me through each chapter in each level to unlock the person that I am today. So I can feel, that I can heal, that I can forgive, not sweat the small stuff. I ain't got time for that. But also just smile and build those memories in my friend, but also breaking that generational curse. Yeah. When I came forward, I didn't know that this also was something that happened with women in my family. And haven't I not said that, I was like, you got to be kidding me. It wasn't that I was angry about it. It was that I'm proud of them for saying something about it to me and having me open up and thinking of the bigger picture, wishing that they have gotten help, wishing that they had someone to talk to. And I remind them that you can come and talk to me. The person I even confronted about it, I said, I know that you have a story. I would like for you to get therapy. I would like for you to release and talk about it. If you won't do it for anyone else, do it for me. Like, heal with this, you know? And even if you have challenges that you feel like no one can understand and talk about it, I can understand and you can talk about it. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth, but they did.
Yeah, that's powerful. And as you break through these levels in life and go to the next higher level and unlock those secret codes, and the woman that you are today, you got a t-shirt made. What would that t-shirt say?
Oh, my t-shirt would say, what is the best that can happen?
Mm.
That would be what's the best. Instead of saying, what's the worst that can happen? Well, dang. Like, you know, I want to speak in I'm very big on speaking in existence, manifesting words. And I would say, what is the best that can happen? You never know what good may come of things if you just take the leap of opportunity, the leap of faith over fear. You never know what kind of people you can meet. You never know what kind of life you will end up living. Just go for it. Just live life to the very best of your abilities. This is the one life we have. Embrace it, love it. Life is too short. So what's the best that can happen? Just do you.
Do you. I love it. The best that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it in a positive way, not a negative way.
Yeah, there's too much negativity out there in the world. You know, I can't tell you how many times I want to punch throw people, but you know, that's where I just gotta just smile and laugh about things, and you kind of reflect on that. Where it's like, you know, I know my tribe, I know my people that I hang with, and that's why I'm really big on that with my team of preaching like positive mindset and coaching that to them so they can be able to press through the wrinkles, the setbacks that's holding them back to become a better version of themselves. And we all have a story. We all come from different walks of life. So I think that's pretty powerful when you have the ability to do magnificent, like magical things. And people are watching, people are paying attention when you provide that amazing energy.
Yes. And as you are pressing through things, you are helping people in their community, in our community, every community to press through things. What are you doing in the community?
Yes. Yeah, so you know, I do a little bit of everything, but for the most part, I have a business with Singular. I've been doing that. My 3-year anniversary is this month, and I was like, wow, 3 years. But it's a health and wellness company, and it's a Christian-based company as well. And what I love about it is the community with it. Everyone is there to help everyone. I have like, you know, a new community where I have like newer best friends, newer sisters, and things like that, where I look forward to talking to these people every day because they fill my cup, you know, and it makes me reflect on, you know, my past, like with relationships and connections, like with friends before. I'm like, what was I thinking? I know we all been there, but you know, currently what I'm doing is I basically sell health and wellness products, but I also help women with their mindset. So I do a little bit of coaching with health, wellness, just mindset in general, because you need that to formulate any type of success or any type of journey that you are doing for yourself. So it's basically processing that together, figuring out how I can help you become a better version of yourself. And just helping them with their weight loss goals. But my products are more than just weight loss. They're natural plant-based ingredients. They fill in a lot of the gaps in nutrition that we miss on a daily from foods. But we have like things that can help with gut health, collagen, probiotics, award-winning products, and like things to help with like women that are going through menopause and hot flashes, men that need testosterone balance, things like that. So I have a little bit of everything, even to help with your immune system and stuff. That's why I like the products so much, because I'm like, oh my gosh, they work. I originally came on board because of the opportunity. It wasn't the products. I was introduced to the products from my friend Jamie at work when we used to work together. And I was like, girl, I know I'm overweight. I don't want to take, no, I'm good. And then the opportunity, when she presented the compensation plan, I was like, okay, now we talking. I've always wanted to be my own boss. I always wanted to have a better life for me and my kids, get out of debt, doing all the things, but doing things that I want to do in my own terms. So I got started with that. I've earned all expense paid trips. I'm a director in the company. I just love this community I'm building with my team, Boss Babes. That's her name. And so I also help design graphics for other companies and other independent distributors. So I do that at affordable pricing. And I'm also doing social media for my friend's hair salon, Jazzy Braid Salon. So that's what I mean by I do a little bit of everything.
Right.
So pouring into that self-development. I'm going to be starting my podcast here soon. So I'll definitely give you the information for that because I know you're going to be coming on there with me.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm really excited because I was in the mental health field for 17 years. I, attained my bachelor's degree and everything like that. It was a big passion of mine and still is. I'm very big in the mental health community. I've even done seminars out here for it and attended events and things like that. But for the most part, when I started my business with Singular, I was finding the difference of where my heart is and what my desires are. And my desire was Singular, being my own boss, and actually just doing the damn thing. I mean, I gotta have faith over fear for once in my life. Yeah. So I left my full-time job December 29th of last year. And I was like, you know what? Thank you. I was so nervous. I was like, what did I just do? But, I was like, it's time. It is time. What is the best that can happen? Like, I have to go for it. I have to do something different, but I want to follow my heart for once. I've lived my life for other people before. I want to finally live my life for me in my terms and how I want to do things. And hopefully I can touch everyone's heart and I can help people, as many people as possible. Not only with my products, but also with the business opportunity, because a lot of people need to make extra money on the side or want to do the same thing as me, replace their full-time income and do something that they love to do, to be at home, not miss a day out of their kids' lives. My daughter is also autistic, and we are trying to get everything situated with state services. So I felt like it was God lined it up for a purpose of like, we got the diagnosis, you're leaving your full-time job. Now you have the ability where you can help your daughter with success and ensure that she gets the services and that she's comfortable in life and doing the things she needs to do. And my son is 13. I can't believe I have a 13-year-old. He just turned 13. But my son, he has a heart of gold, and he was the first stepping stone of me becoming a better version of myself was the moment I laid eyes on him when I became a mom. So that's just a little bit of everything that I'm doing right now. Let's see, my link tree is available too. So that has a little bit of everything. I have special link to orders if someone was wanting to get collagen or the tummy tamer that was for gut health. So those are specialized links that they can just click on and it's available for them. But I love to have conversations with all my customers because I help them identify where they are in life, because it's not a one-size-fits-all program. So I want to identify what are their health conditions, what are their food allergies, because I want you to be set up for success with the products, with the program. And if we needed to design an exercise plan, I want to do that to help you. If we needed to design a self-development plan, I want to help you do that. So I'm not one of those people where you make that purchase and that's it. It's like, no, we're going to put in some work, honey, because you took that leap of faith where you were brave enough to say, I want to try this product, or I need to lose weight. I need to have better health, because everything starts with the gut. Yeah. So, my family takes the products. My best friends take the products. My husband takes the products, so it's like they work. And I want everyone and their mom to know about this. Like, it's just, I didn't know about it, but Singular's been around for 13 years. And they just continue to make these overall changes and these amazing things that are coming on board where it's like, okay, I see the shift that they're making with certain things and all that. And I'm ready for the ride. I'm excited for it all. So I want people to really be a part of this community. I don't like really push people like, oh, you got to do the business and things like that. That's only if they want to. But, when it comes to that position where they're ordering every month and stuff like that, I'm really going to encourage, like, do you want to get your products paid for? Because I can help you do that. Yeah. So I have a lot of tips and tricks under my sleeve, Summer. So I'm just saying.
Like well, definitely, I love the fact that you said you'll help put a plan together, because I think so many times you're just giving you're giving these products like, okay, now you can lose weight with this product and this product, and then you're just throwing these products. And I think a lot of people fail because there's nobody there saying, okay, this is how we're going to develop a plan. And also with self-development is huge, because usually weight gain and stuff is because your life is kind of in shambles. You're stressing. Right.
Yeah, I've definitely been there. I was a stress eater and things like that. I'm actually starting my journey over again, because when I was going through a lot of stress factors, because it was relatable to my full-time job and life in itself and stuff, I had gained my weight back. I originally had lost 60 pounds and 70 inches. Honey, I was looking good. But I still look good now. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, my figure and just my energy and working out, being able to have energy to be there for my kids. And I had suffered through back pain for a long time and scoliosis and everything like that. So I was in pain every day of my life. And my back was like Hunchback Notre Dame, almost in a way where people are like, are you okay? You feeling well? I'm like, I just want to punch them, because I'm like, you don't know how I'm feeling or what is going on. And so I just tell them, I'm tired. Yeah. Instead of expressing how I was feeling, I'm like, oh, I'm just tired. I didn't have a good night's sleep. That was my cover up. It was like a Band-Aid. I went through like the surgeries, injections, and, pain management and stuff like that. No, nothing was really working. And then, lo and behold, I started this program. Within the second month, I was pain-free, and I've been pain-free ever since. I'm not saying like these products will heal you, but, when you think about supplementation and proper eating, of the foods that you're putting into your body, and rather than processed foods and everything like that. And then also the water is a big factor of health and wellness to support your organs and everyday life and stuff. Then you're walking every day, you're getting your steps, you start to heal. Your body is healing from all the things that were happening before, and just strengthening yourself. And it was just like a huge comeback for me. I was like, who is this? Hello. I like what I'm seeing. I like how I'm feeling. So that's the type of things I love, is those testimonies when people come to me and say, I can get up and down from the floor without any knee pain. I can play with my grandkids. I have enough energy for that. I feel confident in my skin again. I feel beautiful. They feel confident just to walk into a room, or just those factors of the pain management area. The inflammation in the body of what they experience, especially with certain like health conditions, and the gut health is very crucial. Sometimes people are also victims where they can't go anywhere because they're constantly going to the bathroom, or, those type of things where it's not controlled. So that's not ever fair for anybody. So having that controlled, and also people telling me about how their blood sugar levels are maintained and they're the healthiest numbers they've ever seen, or the blood work they get back from their doctor. So it's those testimonies keep me going. I do this for them. I do this for, multiple reasons. But I think it's also to help people to get to where they need to get in life, and understanding they're not alone. And I get it. A lot of people are very independent, and that's okay. But understanding that they can lock arms with someone, and it's okay to build that trust, build that relationship, and hear what they have to say, especially if that supportive coaching is included for free. You might as well take advantage of it. And talk about those things of why you're having challenges of overeating, not sleeping well, your cortisol levels out of whack because you're so stressed. Those type of things. And when we were talking earlier, you were saying about the stress eating and everything. I had that big relationship with food. I was stress eat. That was my comfort zone. Netflix and chill, eat my food. My food will never leave me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. I'm like, oh man, these Oreos are fire, But I'm not thinking about the outcome later. Like, oh girl, you got some work to do. But I'm willing to put in that work because I have the proper tools. And I just mindset is everything. And your spiritual level is connected with that. So I had made a post not too long ago, and it got big hits because I was like, you can't do a health and wellness journey without God. You really can't. Because a lot of people, when they say, I want to lose weight. Okay, well, how much do you want to weigh? 20 pounds. Okay. Well, it makes you think of the bigger picture where it's like they didn't think about the overall process. They're just wanting to reflect the number on the scale.
Yes.
But the scale is not going to share you the non-scale victories or your health conditions that you have going on that you're struggling with day in and day out, and not going to show where you're crying at night because you are ashamed of yourself and you don't want to go to a best friend's birthday party, or you don't want to show up to places because you can't stand for long periods of time because of the pain. So it's like, that's not going to show you that. So you have to look at the overall picture when you want health and wellness. And pray about it. Like, God, no. I know everyone has a certain higher power, but I believe in God. And I just pray about it and letting them know what I need to work on. And I need you with me. And I figured too, because if you don't have that, it's going to be a struggle. It really is. Yeah. You need to have that higher power, that mindset, fulfillment. Self-development is really key as well. I mean, I've grown a lot within the last 3 years. I didn't imagine I would be where I'm at today. Didn't think I would be on this podcast interview with you. I had to allow myself to grow. Yeah. And I had to allow myself to mature and to follow my dreams. And you have to get out of your own way and just go for it. I was in my own way for a very long time.
So awesome. Well, as you see, the link tree is coming across, websites are coming across, and these pictures that you are seeing is some testimonials of things that have been going on with this self-development coaching and with this program. And all the other things that she has going on. So, link up with her, because I think the biggest thing is you need someone else to help you through. You need that accountability partner. You need that person that is able to have been through some things. That's why we're here, to able to help you get to where you need to go. So I am so excited that Lindsay will now be on our Wrinkles resource portion of our page that we're developing right now as a life coach, health and wellness coach, that you'll be able to link to as well for any health and wellness services that you need, and other things that she has on her link tree as well. But we definitely are excited. We're going to be partnershiping with some things because, as you see, this dynamic woman has so many things going on that are great, uplifting, and motivating us to continue to grow to our next levels as well. So excited that you came
today. Thank you. And one thing I wanted to mention was, it's okay not to be okay. Get the help that you need. Reach out. There's so much resources. And like I said, I've been in the mental health field for a very long time. And I'm really big on people getting help and going to therapy and getting the things that they need to help them in life. So don't suffer in silence. Reach up, reach out, talk to people, get the resources and get help. And if you don't have anyone to talk to, or you feel some type of way about it, you could definitely reach out to me. My inbox is open. I have Instagram, Facebook, all social media platforms. I would rather you pick up a resource than not do anything about it.
Exactly. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for coming today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes. We'll be connecting for sure. So Wrinkles, hit her up and get connected as well. As you see, Facebook and Instagram pages are coming across here as well. So make sure and go to wrinklesocietyofhope.org, where you'll be able to see her under our new resource platform that you'll be able to connect to her directly. So, okay. Thank you so much. Bye, Wrinkles.
Thank you.